Okay guys, I'm here to show you a video on how to put on a Backtrack 4 beta and how to run it as a window in Windows. And I find this very useful so that you don't have to have a separate USB, or you have to boot into Backtrack separately. I'm going to be using VMware, which is a great program which lets you run ISO, and it creates virtual hard drives to run operating systems within other operating systems. So first of all, I'm just going to open up my internet browser. I'm using Firefox right now, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to my website, and it's killernotebook.webs.com, and it'll open up here in a second. And even though you don't have to, you could. So I would recommend that you register to the site and check it. But go to the how-to section. Once you go there, and then you just click on Run Backtrack 4 Beta in Windows, and this is a written tutorial for it, and this is just a video version of it. Whichever one you prefer, you can use. Now, what we're going to be using is VMware Player, and I have VMware Workstation, but VMware Workstation actually costs money, while however VMware Player is free software. So first of all, you're gonna get VMware Player, and the link is here. You just click on. You can get VMware Player from here, and you just click on the Here button, and it'll take you to the VMware page where the player is. Now, actually, I'm just gonna open this up in a new window, new tab, and then click on Download, and then the latest version is gonna be here, VMware Player 2.5.1, which is the one that's out as I'm making this video. Just click on Download. And then it's going to ask you for all this information. You just fill in fake stuff. For this which host platform, you should probably choose Windows on this one. You can also run VMware in Linux, and this is helpful if you want the security of Linux and you want to run Windows through it. Just right here, you just have to scroll to the bottom and press accept, and then press download for Windows. And I'm going to save the file. Then I'm just going to wait for this to download. Minimize it. Now I'm going to go back to Clear Notebooks to go onto here, and then you're also the link for the workstations right here, but keep in mind you have to pay for it. The only difference between the player and the workstation is the workstation you can actually create the files necessary to run the VMware object using ISO images, which you could get from the DVDs that come with any installation operating system that you have, while VMware Player can only read these files. I personally use Workstation because I use it a lot, and I run Windows 7 beta on my Windows Vista. So you can choose whichever one you want, but you keep in mind you have to pay for a Workstation. Now you want to get Backtrack from the Backtrack website. It's created by Remote Exploit, and this first link is actually just the website for Backtrack, but you could just click on the direct download here. This is actually a .rar file, which is compressed, so you need to use an uncompressor. I have IZARC, and the thing about this VMware image is it's 1 gig, so it's actually a fairly large file. So I would recommend using a download manager. I use Orbit. It actually increases my speed while lets me pause and resume later. And I just use this like most of the time when I'm just downloading large files. So I've already downloaded the RAR file. So I'm just going to my downloads folder, and I have here it's BT4 beta VMware. So what I'm going to do is open up IZARC, which you go to start. I'm just gonna type in IZArc. It'll pop right up. Open it up. Keep in mind that you don't have to use IZArc, but that's just the one I use. I'm just gonna open up the file. And I'm gonna do an extract. Okay, so then after this extract will finish, I'll just cancel out because I've already done this. What you want to do is, what I did was I created this onto my hard drive in a folder that's called virtual machines, and copied the bt4-beta folder, which is with after it's been completely extracted. You just that's just the folder, and what you want to do is just go in and make sure you have this file bt4-beta. It should be the VMware virtual machine configuration, and all these other files that are necessary for it to run. Now you can just close out of this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my VMware player and install it. I'm going to press run, of course, and then it's going to prepare for the installation of VMware player.